All right, Tony, thank you. It's time for our Good Catch Fishing Report. Captain Dylan Hubbard joining us from Hubbard's Marina in Madeira Beach. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you this morning, Walter?
I am well. I'm talking to you. All is well. Let's talk about what are you catching inshore?
Well, right now inshore, we're looking at that new moon phase. It starts tomorrow, the new moon, and that's going to bring with it some increased tidal flow this week and typically a little better daytime bite. The bite is typically really good right ahead of the new moon and then 2 to 3 days following, so we look forward to a great weekend of fishing, and then around midweek should pick back up again really well too. We do have a little bit of red tide in the area, mostly focused around Johns Pass, from like Blinds Pass to around northern Madeira Beach, but overall Tampa Bay pretty much clear. North of around Reddington, pretty much clear. So overall really good in the area still. The biggest thing right now is to keep in mind the dissolved oxygen content. Water is hot, which holds less dissolved oxygen. The guys at Salt Strong did a great article about this that really kind of reinforced the fact that you kind of got to look for that moving water, that deeper water, that shaded water, or fish earlier in the day. When it's cooler, when the water's moving, when you get a good incoming tide, that brings more dissolved oxygen and really gets those fish more actively feeding. So keep that in mind when you're looking for fishing areas. If you're fishing during the day, skipping lures up underneath that mangrove shoreline or underneath a dock or a pier in the shade lines is a good idea, because just like you and I, those snook, redfish, trout, flounder, black drum, they're all going to be hanging out in the shade in the afternoon. Whereas early morning, they're a little bit more active. Keep in mind as well, we're starting to see those jack crevalle come back into the Back Bay area. A lot of jack crevalle showing up. They move in big schools. We're seeing the mackerel too. So mackerel, jacks, look for birds. You'll find plenty of bait schooled up by those mackerel and jacks, and they love flashy, fast-moving lures. We're seeing a lot of mangrove snapper around the area. They love that lighter tackle, small piece of shrimp or cut greenbacks around virtually any structure. We're seeing a ton of redfish right now. The redfish bite is just off the chain. Loving the crustaceans, shrimp, crabs, and even the white bait, soft plastic, white paddle tails have been a great trick too. We're seeing some snook action, a lot of juvenile snook out on the flats, mangrove shorelines, dock lines. Bigger snook, bigger redfish, cut bait has been king. And those deeper drop-offs, those fish are super, super lazy, lethargic, moving slower due to warmer water, so cut bait is a great choice. Trout hanging on deeper grass flats, more than 5 foot of water, looking for those cooler areas, ambushing bait as it moves across the flats. And that's about it inshore, Walter.
Okay, we got a little less than a minute. Can we hit nearshore, offshore?
We'll do our best. Right now, near shore and offshore, we're seeing great red grouper bite, deeper water, past about 120. They really pick up. Inside of 120, as shallow as 80, you can find them pretty steadily. We're seeing a lot of big mangroves out deep, but those mangrove snapper are biting from the inside bay area all the way through the offshore waters. But once you get past about 140, we're seeing 7, 8, 9, 10-pound models of those mangrove snapper. Lane snapper are great near shore. We're seeing mahi near shore and offshore, and once you get deeper, we're seeing those wahoo and tuna as well. So great time to get out there, Walter.
I got to be honest, a lot of people on vacation this weekend. I might be stuck here, you know, covering vacations. I don't know if I'm going to be busy.
Well, don't forget, Walter, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy.
Captain Dylan Hubbard, as always, love it, man. Have a great weekend, okay?